something important the day before the fire, but they were interrupted by their mother. Suspense. Elements. The narrator feels watched, strange noises in their apartment, shadows in the corner of their eye, and a lingering smell of smoke. They discover their mother has been living nearby under a different name, which raises questions about what she's hiding. Midpoint. Twist. The narrator finds a hidden compartment in the old house containing a videotape. It shows their mother in the garage the night of the fire, pouring a liquid that looks like gasoline. But the tape cuts off before showing what happened next. The narrator is torn. Confront their mother or keep digging? Act 3. The confrontation and twist climax. The narrator tracks down their mother, who's living in a rundown apartment. She's frail, paranoid, and seems genuinely terrified when confronted about the fire. She claims she didn't start it, but admits she's been hiding something. The fire was no accident, but she wasn't the one who said it. She says Alex knew something dangerous about someone else in their lives. A family friend, a neighbor, or even their father, who left before the twins were born. Revelation. The mother reveals she kept Alex's phone all these years, unable to let go. She swears she didn't send the messages, but she's been getting similar ones too. This suggests a third party is manipulating them both. Twist. Ending. Option 1. Supernatural. The narrator discovers Alex's spirit is somehow tied to the phone, warning them about a truth they've repressed. The narrator themselves accidentally caused the fire as a child, playing with matches, and their mother covered it up to protect them. The guilt has been buried in their subconscious, manifesting as Alex's voice. Option 2. Psychological. The messages are from the narrator's own fractured psyche. They've been sending the messages to themselves, unable to accept their mother's innocence due to years of suppressed anger and grief. The journal and tape are their own creations, pieced together from distorted memories. Option 3. Conspiracy. The real culprit is revealed to be a family friend or relative who had a motive, e.g. insurance money, a grudge. They've been gaslighting the narrator and their mother to keep the truth buried, using Alex's old phone to sow distrust. Resolution. The narrator must decide whether to forgive their mother, confront the real culprit, or live with the ambiguity of never knowing the full truth. The story ends on an Act 1. The setup protagonist. The narrator, now 22, haunted by the loss of their twin brother, Alex, in a house fire 12 years ago. Inciting incident. The narrator receives a chilling voicemail from Alex's old phone number saying, "Don't trust Mom." The number has been inactive since the fire, and the voice is unmistakably Alex's. Initial conflict. The narrator hasn't spoken to their mother since the funeral due to unresolved grief and blame. The message reopens old wounds and sparks paranoia. Was the fire an accident, or is there something their mother is hiding? Key details. The narrator and Alex were inseparable as kids, sharing a unique twin bond, e.g. finishing each other's sentences, sensing each other's emotions. The fire's cause was ruled accidental, but the narrator has always felt something was off, maybe a vague memory of their mother acting strangely that night. The narrator lives alone, estranged from their mother, and has been struggling with guilt and depression since Alex's death. Opening scene idea. The narrator is alone in their small apartment, late at night, listening to the voicemail on repeat. The grainy, distorted voice sends shivers down their spine. They check the call log. The number is Alex's, but the phone was destroyed in the fire. They dig through an old box of Alex's belongings, a singed photo, a toy they both loved, triggering a flashback to the night of the fire. Flames, screams, and their mother's frantic, almost detached expression. Act 2. The investigation, rising tension. The narrator decides to confront the mystery. They start by tracking the phone number, only to find it's still registered to their mother's name. This deepens their suspicion. Key developments. The narrator visits their childhood home, now abandoned and partially rebuilt. They find clues. A hidden journal in Alex's old room with cryptic entries like, "She's lying," and "I saw her with the matches." They contact a childhood friend who reveals their mother was acting erratically before the fire, arguing with someone on the phone about keeping secrets. The narrator starts receiving more messages, texts, emails, even a handwritten note slipped under their door, all warning them about their mother. The messages feel like Alex's voice, but could it be a prank or something supernatural? Emotional flashbacks. Memories of Alex and the narrator sneaking out at night, sharing secrets, and promising to always protect each other. A haunting open note with the narrator hearing Alex's voice one last time, saying, "You're enough." This could be a moment of closure or a final haunting ambiguity. Key elements to emphasize suspense. Build tension through the eerie messages, the narrator's growing paranoia, and the sense that someone, or something, is watching. Use pacing to alternate between quiet, emotional moments and sudden shocks, e.g., a new message arriving mid-conversation. Mystery and family secrets. Drop clues gradually. Alex's journal, the mother's evasiveness, inconsistencies in the fire report. Keep the reader guessing about who's trustworthy. Emotional flashbacks. Weave in vivid memories of the twins' bond to make Alex's absence palpable. Show their shared quirks, like a secret handshake or a favorite hiding spot, to ground the emotional stakes. Twist ending. Choose a twist that feels earned but unexpected. The supernatural option leans into the eerie tone, while the psychological or conspiracy options ground the story in human flaws or betrayal. Writing tips voice. Use a first-person narrative to keep the reader in the narrator's head, feeling their doubt, fear, and grief. Let their voice waver between determination and vulnerability. Atmosphere. Describe the settings, the abandoned house, the mother's apartment, with sensory details, creaking floors, the faint smell of ash, flickering lights, to amplify the unsettling mood. Dialogue. Keep conversations tense and layered. The mother's responses should be evasive but human, hinting at guilt without confirming it until the climax. Pacing. Start with the voicemail to hook the reader, then slow down for emotional depth during flashbacks. Ramp up the pace in Act 3 as the narrator closes in on the truth. Act 3. The ending setting. A dimly lit, cluttered apartment where the narrator's mother now lives under a different name. It's late at night, rain pounding against the windows, creating a claustrophobic atmosphere. The narrator has just confronted their mother with the videotape showing her pouring what looks like gasoline the night of the fire. Scene. The air in Mom's apartment smells like stale coffee and regret. She's hunched in a threadbare armchair, her hands twisting a frayed scarf, eyes darting to the corners of the room like she's expecting someone else to walk in. The videotape is paused on the ancient TV, the grainy image frozen on her younger self, holding a can of gasoline in the garage. My heart's hammering so loud I barely hear the rain outside. "You gonna tell me the truth now?" I say, my voice sharp enough to cut through the silence. "Or do I have to keep digging through Alex's ghost messages to figure out why you burned our house down?" Her face crumples, but not like someone caught, just someone broken. "I didn't start it," she whispers, barely audible. "I swear I didn't. I was trying to stop it. Stop it!" I slam the phone on the coffee table, Alex's voicemail still open, his voice, "Don't trust Mom," looping in my head. "You're on tape, Mom. Pouring gasoline. And now Alex's number is calling me, warning me about you. You kept his phone all these years, didn't you? Are you sending those messages to mess with me?" She flinches, shaking her head. "Number, I kept the phone, yes. But I never used it. I couldn't let go of him. But those messages? I've been getting them too." Her voice cracks. "For months. Texts, calls, saying I'm a liar, saying I'll pay. I thought it was you, blaming me." I freeze. "Me? I didn't send anything." My stomach twists. If it's not her and it's not me, then who? I think of the journal I found in Alex's room. She's lying. And the handwritten note under my door. Someone's been playing us both, pulling strings like we're puppets. Then who? I demand. Who else knew about the fire? Who else had a reason to? The door creaks open behind me and I spin around. It's Uncle Ray, Mom's old friend from down the street, the one who was always at our house before the fire. He's holding a grocery bag, but his eyes lock on the TV screen, and his face goes pale. "Ray?" Mom's voice trembles. "What are you doing here?" He sets the bag down slowly, too calm, like he's practiced this. "Just checking on you, Liz. You okay?" His gaze flicks to me, then the tape. "What's this about?" I don't buy it. Something about his voice, the way he's standing too close to the door, sets my nerves on edge. I think of the fire report I read last week, how the insurance payout went to a family friend who helped Mom rebuild. Ray was always there, helping, comforting, but now I remember Alex whispering to me the day before the fire. "Ray's weird. He was in the garage last night poking around." "You," I say, stepping toward him. "You sent the messages, didn't you? Used Alex's phone to scare us, to keep us from talking." Ray's smile is thin, like a crack in ice. "You're grasping, kid. Grief's making you see things. Then explain this." I pull Alex's journal from my bag, flipping to the page I found yesterday, one I had,